guys, what's up? Welcome back to the episode of Third Thoughts. This week is episode 10. But before we get into it, I want to go over some changes we're going to be making to the podcast. Now, instead of being about a 1 hour, 1.5 hour show, it's going to be more concise, 20 to 30 minutes. Here on YouTube, the videos are going to be more edited, more like a regular video. So every week, we're going to be coming to this show to be recapping all of the week's news. We'll be talking Marvel, DC, and everything else. This week is specifically Marvel, just because this is our first time trying it. But like and subscribe so you don't miss any further episodes. But without wasting any more time, let's get into it. All right, guys, so I'm here with Brantley today, episode 10 of Third Thoughts. Now, I quickly want to apologize. We haven't had an episode in a while. We've been super busy, but we're back today, kind of reformatted this show, and I don't want to waste any more time, so let's go right into it. Talking about the first piece of news. Now, this one's super interesting to not only me, but I think Brantley's pretty excited for this. We got basically one or two Marvel game projects announced. So it's coming from the creators of the Uncharted series, which is super interesting to me. Really quickly, I just wanted to ask you, Brantley, what heroes do you want to see in this game? Because I have two specific ones in mind.
And it's tough because I'm trying to think of someone else like different. Because there's one person that I want that I think that we both want.
I think everyone wants that one person though.
Yeah, everyone wants this game, and it's like I guess I'm trying to think about the Uncharted games, and there's a lot of like gunplay, combat. I can't think of a hero like that for Marvel. Really, it's like maybe like a Punisher game that'd be interesting. But I don't know.
Moon Knight,
yeah, that would be crazy too.
That was my second choice. So, well, I had three basically. So I wanted Daredevil the most. I think that's the one you wanted most too, right?
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
Daredevil easy. I think all comic book Twitter has been fiending over Daredevil recently. But I would also say Nova. Nova's. I don't know how well the Uncharted people would make a Interstellar game, but I think that would be pretty interesting. But also Moon Knight. That would be my second choice actually. I just think the combat would be so sick.
That's tough. Moon Knight is another good pick. I think I mentioned a Punisher game could be interesting. That
would be pretty sick. Yeah, with the guns and stuff too. Yeah, because Uncharted.
But yeah, I'll say Daredevil. That's the main one. Like that's what I've wanted for a while. Like Daredevil game would be insane.
I'm excited. I mean, I think they can do a lot of stuff. But yeah, next chunk of information we have for you guys. I know you guys have probably all seen these photos all over the internet. They've been circulating the internet all week. The Spiderman No Way Home Empire magazine photos. In this specific video, we're just going to be going over one of the photos, which is the Doc Ock photo on screen right now. Because I already posted a video a few days ago talking about how the bridge scene could be made up with other photos that we've gotten from the Empire magazines. So I'll let you talk about this one first because I have a lot of thoughts as well. So what do you think about Doc Ock's arms being tinted red and yellow?
I think this is it's very interesting. At first I saw it and I didn't like it because my mind immediately went to them tying him to Stark somehow. Yeah. But you explained me a few of the theories of what it could be, and hopefully those alternatives are actually the case, not him big character Stark. I just don't understand. Like I can understand the first two movies, like Homecoming, okay. Far From Home, okay, I'll let it slide.
They were pushing it with that one.
Yeah, but still, post Endgame, okay, there's something that this one makes no sense. You have literally different villains from different multiverses. There's no reason why Tony Stark needs to be involved at all.
So the main theory that I talked to Brantley about, and there's also one more theory that I wanted to go over, which I don't think we've talked about yet, but the main theory was during the bridge scene, basically, there's a photo of Doc Ock strangling Spider-Man. People are saying that Doc Ock would basically rip off the nano suit and then he would use it and infuse it into his arms in order to become stronger. That's the main theory. But one theory we haven't talked about, Brantley, is maybe Spider-Man purposefully transfers the nanotechnology on his suit to Doc Ock's arms, thinking that he can end up controlling the arms. Basically, the photo that we got of Doc Ock throwing the car at Spidey, his arms are not red yet, and same thing in the trailer shots, they're not red yet. And in the shot where we see the red arms, there's a car hanging on the side of the bridge, and it's webbed up to the bridge. So it has to be after that entire sequence. So that could be after the fight where Spider-Man is defeated. So that's just a little thing I had going, that's a little theory I had going on. But no, let's want to move on. I quickly wanted to mention this. There's a leaked alternate cut of the first trailer. We're not going to talk about it for too long. I'm not going to show any footage here because apparently channels are getting copy striked for it, and I'm not here to do that for you guys. You can check out my TikTok if you guys want to check out all of the footage and stuff like that. Nonetheless, we're going to move on to some not Spider-Man related news, talking about what if stories and how they could be potentially getting live action content for some of the storylines. The main reason I want to bring this up, really, is I want to ask you, what are some storylines that you would like to see from What If in live action, at least from season 1?
Like you mean like just like see those characters again? Or
like an extended
actually
storyline of them, but in live action. Like, which one would you want to see? Like, it's the same exact character. So, for example, Doctor Strange, right? That's the one I want to see, obviously. But you could also say Killmonger, right? So, like, Killmonger's stuck in the bubble, like the little hex thing that Doctor Strange made. I would like to see his character in live action start off from that point and see what happens.
Oh, okay. I follow you. Yeah, those probably the main two that are right there, like Strange and Killmonger. To me, those are the two most interesting characters that we got out of the show. Both the episodes are really good in my opinion.
Yeah. I would love to see zombies.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't a fan of the episode too much, I think that the story is a cool concept, and like how they did the whole Survivor thing, I think that would be super sick.
I wouldn't mind seeing Black Widow use like that version of Black Widow as well.
Oh, yeah, with the alternate Avengers. Yeah. Well, yeah. Let us know what if storylines you guys would like to see in live action in the comments down below. But moving on to some rumored movies that we have from Marvel that's upcoming. The first one is a Nova movie. We mentioned Nova when we were talking about the Marvel game, but it's rumored that production for the Nova movie is set to begin in 2023. This probably means pre-production for the movie, so they're probably going to start planning it heavily in detail in 2023. But I think, to me, the biggest thing this confirms is that Nova will probably have a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, or at least some sort of like more tease to him. Like,
yeah, no, Nova's a cool character from like what I've seen so far. And I think that movie people have been claiming that for a while. Like people have really been vouching for a Nova movie. So to hear that it could be happening is pretty cool news. And I'm excited. I think anytime the MCU kind of deals like more like galactic, cosmic stuff in space, it's always pretty fun and pretty dope. I think it allows us to experiment and we kind of get some different stuff out of it. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for this one too. But another movie that's rumored to be rumored to start production / release / we don't know what's going on with it. The date that this thing is rumored to be around is 2023, and that is a Thunderbolts project. Obviously, we had it set up in the end of Black Widow and the end of Falcon Winter Soldier. What do you think of this? Because I'm actually really excited. I'm excited to see where this team of, I guess, anti-heroes goes.
Yeah, I know. Thunderbolts, it seems like it's pretty cool team. I would. So you're saying that they're room to get their own film?
Yeah, so it says movie rumored for 2023, but it doesn't state like what state of production or anything. So
I wouldn't be against that. I mean, personally, I prefer for them to have like a show. I would love a show.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, that'd be so
stuff
much
like that.
better.
That'd be so fun. Like always kind of like anti-heroes and villains like doing stuff together, kind of like Suicide Squad-ish.
But moving on to the final thing we're going to talk about today, the Eternals Rotten Tomatoes score. Now, Brilliant and I made a video earlier this week, I think it was on Tuesday, talking about the early reviews for Eternals. Now, before I go off, I'm going to talk to Brantley really quickly, bro. 61% as we're recording this. It is October 29th, 2021 as we're recording this. So it could go up, it could go down.
It's weird because I'm not really that surprised. I think this is the most different MCU film that we've gotten so far. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but it's weird. It's still kind of shocking, if that makes sense. Like, it's just the fact that it's actually happening. I mean,
it's crazy because, like, yeah, DC. I mean, DC fans are so used to it. Like, I think for the first time,
I don't know. I mean, I do feel like, yeah, you're right. This, like, for Marvel fans, this is new, and I feel like this really is kind of going to show like the true colors of like the fandom, because I've already seen people online. People are just going like to different just links to like justify or come up with some like reason. I'm like, just I don't know. Just y'all.
Okay, well, that's me though. That's literally me. So let me defend myself really quick. From my experience of what I've read, a lot of the Rotten scores are valid. Like, there's a good chunk of them that are valid. They're like the movie, like they actually like completely hate on the movie, which is fine. But most of what I've read, and I spent a good 30 minutes on Rotten Tomatoes today, I'm going to be honest, okay? I spent a good 30 minutes on Rotten Tomatoes, scrolling through these critics' reviews, reading a bunch of them, and a lot of them were saying, and I brought this up to you earlier, a lot of them were saying, this movie is so beautifully shot. It's one of the best looking Marvel movies. It has a great script, balances all the characters so well. Zoe Chow is one of the best directors in the game right now. Really brought a whole new level to Marvel. But it was kind of boring. 4 out of 10.
I mean, true. But my fault also, that's like different critics. I mean, obviously, and I think this like also the context too. Like Dark World was still kind of earlier MCU. Like we're over 20 movies in now. Like I feel like definitely people's kind of appetite for what the MCU has to offer has definitely changed since then.
Well, it's different, and then they complain that it's different. Brilliant. Just to finish it off, what are your expectations for Eternals? Because my expectations have stayed the same throughout all of these reviews. But what do you think?
I'm expecting a interesting, different movie from the MCU, and I think that
That is very
my
broad.
biggest concern about for the movie is the length, because like
Yeah.
2 hours and 40 minutes, like
30, 2:30.
kind of keep it interesting. I hope it's not like a lot of just like I think there's a way you can do exposition and stuff, but like still have like an interesting way. And not just have it like spoon fed to the audience, like, oh, there's information.
Dude, I
But I
think that's
hope
what
that
Dune did so well.
exactly.
Right?
It kept
Yeah,
it
dude.
interesting. I
Dune
feel like
did it
they kind of
really
you
well.
found out about the world through like just kind of like situations and stuff, not just like
Normal
direct
conversations. It was so good. I can't, dude.
No, that's about it. I just hope that's kind of not the case. I just hope the movie kind of can stay entertained throughout like that runtime. I mean, I think that the characters, the cast, will all have good chemistry or not. That's not very concerned. That the action looks great from what I've seen, so I'm not concerned about that either. I'm just more so concerned about how long can the movie stay engaging.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited, man. My expectations haven't really changed. I'm expecting a solid 9 out of 10. I know it's very high expectations, but I've had high expectations since the day this movie was announced. So I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm not gonna let some homophobic critics tell me that it's a bad movie until I actually see it. So with that being said, guys, that's it for episode 10 of Third Thoughts. Bro, you have anything else to say before we close it off?
That's it. I mean, I would say there's one thing like just critics are critics, but we all have our opinions. So, like if you like the movie, you like the movie. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, I say just go see it. Make your own opinion. That's what I would tell anybody.
Exactly, yeah. I would agree. But again, guys, that's it for this episode. Like and subscribe if you're new in here. Check out all of Burnley's social medias. Links will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Peace.